being an entrepreneur online is a very solitary pursuit sometimes. I know you can relate, right? Especially if you are busy working another job or pursuing some other things, or being a stay-at-home mom, or I guess work-at-home mom now. It can feel very alone, right? Because it's just you and a computer, and you're just trying to get things done desperately. Even if you work with clients, it can be really challenging to put yourself out there and even like make really deep connections with them because you're still in coach or service provider mode. But it's very clear that from the very beginning, God created community. Just like the Trinity itself is a perfect picture of community, we are meant to spend time in community. But it can be scary too. So while we can be used to being alone, it can also be very scary to let ourselves be out there, because when we do, it requires vulnerability. It requires just all those different connection. It requires transparency and openness. And it can be a wonderful gift, but it can be scary to get to the point where we feel like it's a wonderful gift. But all that to say, I still believe that it's very much in line with what God wanted for our lives, but also for our businesses. Because the Bible talks over and over about how good it is to have advisors, how good it is to dwell in unity, and how we are each meant to bring our gifts to the table and use those for the greater good. So, yes, it's scary, but I'd say the good outweighs the bad, hands down. Because when you're in community, you get amazing things like friendships, like accountability, and advice. Not to mention just encouragement for the lonely solopreneur ups and downs that you may be experiencing. So it's very important to put that in your life. So what are some ways to have community in this space? Well, you can join group programs like masterminds or courses and interact in those spaces. And that's a little more high level than maybe just interacting in groups on a day-to-day basis. You can find a biz bestie. Sometimes that helps a lot, just to have one person that you turn to more often than not, more often than maybe other people. Or it's just being intentional about making connections with those around you, or even investing in some higher level support that provides community too. All of those things are wonderful. And it's also important for you to be a facilitator of community in the online space as you build your tribe as well. Community is important, and it's strategic, because with more minds and more gifts at the table, you get more wisdom. I know that this year I actually have joined 2 masterminds, and in one of them we went really deep into something that was weighing heavily on me, and they were able to reflect to me what it was sounding like, what I was saying, what I was feeling, and it changed everything. It totally changed my mind about this thing, and whenever it happened, it totally freed me up to let it go and to pursue the other thing that had been on my heart. And that was totally a great experience. And that's exactly what community can do for you. Not only that, I know that they pray for me. I know that I have advisors to turn to. And I've got biz besties that have my back and hold me accountable every single week as we go. That can be you. You just need to find the right opportunities. And Believers Business Academy can be one of those ways. Not only do you get the close connection of the people inside, you get an accountability partner, and you get advisors on Q&A calls and from me. It's a great way to experience community as you build your own community online. And you know that it will be Christ-centered and practical as you help build your business with all the courses inside. So if you're interested in joining Believers Business Academy, go to kateboyd.me/BBA and lend your gifts to the pool of people so that we can all build each other up as we build our businesses together.